Hello and welcome to another episode of the Woodsman Wack-Off, the series that puts two woodsmen face to face to see which competitor can whack off their log the fastest. In today's episode, we celebrate the little guys. That's right, we're going sub 50cc, folks. Representing homeowners everywhere, we have new school versus old school. Our old school competitor is the Poulan Pro 4620. Often found in trash bins and dumpsters, this 46cc little minion was first introduced as the Poulan Pro 295 back in the mid-90s. Its design seems heavily influenced by the partner designs, if not possibly outright designed completely by engineers who formerly worked for the partner corporation before the Electrolux buyout and merge. It continued to be produced in the United States until somewhere around 2010. Our saw here is currently running a modified muffler but has no other performance modifications. Oh, and it goes by the name of Peter Frampton. Our new school competitor is the Echo CS4510. This saw was just recently introduced in the year 2020. It follows a new design layout that Echo has been using and the public has been responding very well to. With its excellent air filtration system and hard angled lines, this sharp looking little saw sure looks like it's gonna put a hurtin' on the poor little junk pile Poulan. Both saws are running a new out of the box steel RS 325 chain on 16-inch bars. The wood of the day for these little tykes is a log of loblolly pine that measures 13 inches in diameter. So now let's get down to the brass tacks with this battle of the little fellas. Alright, here we go. Today we got a special treat, y'all. We've got actually Bodie. Bodie's out there in the Echo shirt. He just wanted to play along, and we got him going up against Soft Hand Steve. Soft Hand Steve loves his Poulan Pros. He's in sales and marketing for Poulan. And oh my god, did you see that? Oh my god, we gotta back that up, back it on up, back it up. Yeah, let's look at that again. Oh man, clearly, this is crazy. The little Poulan Pro actually beat the new Echo. That is wild. Beat it fair and square. Well, let's see how it does whenever you throw a little bit of expected torque in the mix. Here we go. We're getting ready for the tug up and both saws dig in there. Wow, that little Poulan is just ripping it up. My goodness, guys. Oh my god. Who would have ever thought this? This little junky Poulan. I wouldn't have thought this. And now for the vice grip, we're just chowing down. Both saws are doing pretty well, it seems, but my goodness, that little Poulan, and Soft Hand Steve couldn't be happier about it, you know. But look at him, what a gentleman. He says, good job to you, too. All right, guys, let's see what Bodie has to say about it.
Hey guys, so I just ran these, and I actually did what I'm doing right now, the little ramble afterwards already, but I decided to just scrap that and start all over. So here we have it. Two chainsaws that you might be thinking it's odd that they went up against each other, because Echo is marketing this CS 4510 or 4510, marketing it as a professional grade chainsaw. And then you have this Poulan Pro, which is seen by many as trash. This is a junk Poulan. Whether it is or not could be argued. Product placement for L8. It's made in Kentucky. So anyways, I don't know which one won the race. I don't know. They both had the exact same steel RS chain on it, which is now currently on this Poulan. The 4510 here, I had the hardest time. It's been giving me a real hard time with getting it tuned properly. and I was really bad mouthing it, this piece of shit, this really bad. So I finally got in there. I popped the carb limiters out, which was difficult to do. These limiters are different than the other Echoes that I've dealt with. And somebody was kind enough to put up there what part that I needed, and I'll order that part on Monday whenever I go to the shop, probably. But I couldn't wait. I was impatient, so I got in there and I took it out myself, and I still could not get it to tune right. The biggest thing was it wouldn't hold a tune, and what the heck? Finally, I figured it out. The idle screw was backing out on me. And I'm like, what the crap, Is it missing a spring? No, it ain't it's one of those kinds, it doesn't have a spring. The screw itself on the screw head swells up, and like, what the heck? And so, long story short, I wrapped some plumber's tape around it, just some Teflon tape, screwed it in there. It's fine now. Finally, I was able to tune it and really get it to run as the way that it should be running. So I can finally start to actually form an opinion about this saw. So whenever I bought this saw, I was fully expecting what I was getting was an absolute high revving Pro Series saw. It is not that. It is not at all that. Another thing that's shockingly odd is how heavy it is. Echo are kind of known to make lighter weight saws with their small stuff, and this one is a complete plastic unit, clamshell design, and so it should be light as can be, right? No. I think the 4910 is actually lighter than this thing. I think. I may be wrong. This is like 11.2 pounds. Which is heavy as shit for a 45cc clamshell plastic saw. A new one, So I don't know if it weighs more or less than this Poulan, but it feels like it weighs more. It feels like this Poulan weighs less than this. One thing is for certain is the Poulan is actually smaller. I don't know if that comes off on camera to you guys or not, but this Echo is taller and it's substantially longer than this little Poulan. So, the total bar is amazing though, isn't it? See, this is why I don't get them from the shop with the bar and chain. Well, the chain that comes on every new saw is shit, if you ask me, because they're all in some way low kickback, semi-chisel. There's something going on that is just crap. And so I love it how Anthony lets me get these without a bar and chain, because he can turn around and sell that bar and chain. It's brand new, never been used. So, and then I can turn around and I can spend that money on this. This bar cost me, I want to say it was like $46 shipped to me. And it's gorgeous. It's awesome. I love it. So total bars, I believe, at least the super bar here, this is the total super bar, was made by Sumara, which is Japanese, and we all know about Japanese steel. So Sumara and Sugihara probably are making the very best bars on the market right now. Canon also obviously always makes really good rugged bars, but theirs are black, and this bare finish is great. Even if it is clear coated over, I don't care. The look of it is just killer. But anyways, 16-inch bar and chain setup, steel RS chain. I already told you about that. Had a hard time tuning it, but I figured it out. It was the throttle screw, or the idle screw. Now I can actually start forming an opinion on it. And what my opinion is I believe that Echo, whenever they were making this saw, what they were aiming for is Husqvarna 435. Steel probably has one in that range as well. I don't know what it is though, right off the top of my head. Steel's numbers are stupid. Why are you going to have a 50cc saw and call it a 271? That is stupid. So, anyways, one more reason I don't care for steel. Oh yeah, you checked out the brand new 261? No, is it a new 61cc saw from Steel? No, it's 50. Anyways, moving on. So, I believe that it's heavier than this Poulan. I know that it's physically bigger than this Poulan. I also know that if you're buying this, you're wanting a small saw. So, that doesn't make a lot of sense, right? The Husqvarna 435 is like 1.5 pounds lighter weight than this thing. The 435 and 440 both are less than 10 pounds, the power head. I think that the 4910 is less than 10 pounds too. I know it's less than 11. And so, what the hell went wrong? I don't know. I don't know. But I do know that the 4310 that they've got coming out, I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see that. But the 4310 that they have coming out is a magnesium case, and it is under 10 pounds. So why is this plastic case more than 11 pounds? I don't get that. But let's talk about the power. I don't know if I've already said it yet or not, but I have not edited this video yet, so I don't know who won. I don't know. So, right off the bat, between these two saws, the idea that I don't know which one was faster is absurd. This one should be killing it. This one should be so much faster and torquier and everything than this one. It ain't. It may have won, but if it did, I bet you it didn't win by much. But I think this thing won. It felt like it was cutting faster than this, which is silly. I mean, this thing was given to me, y'all. I had to do the fuel lines, rebuilt. I don't think I even rebuilt the carburetor on it. And it's ran perfect ever since. It's a great running saw. It is great. Fantastic. So, regardless of whether or not which one won the race, this one's probably going to win out as the better saw. It does feel more solid construction-wise. Probably it feels a little smoother as well, as far as vibrations. But if you can tinker at all, and you're wanting a small saw to trim and things like that, don't get something like this. Go out and buy one of these off Facebook Marketplace for 40 bucks. You can find them. I wouldn't pay more than 60 bucks for one, but that's not because they aren't worth more than $60. It's because you can get them for $60 all the time. So why pay $120 for one? Just keep looking and you'll find one eventually for 60. So, you know, and at this point I've got to stop apologizing for the saw. You know, a lot of times I talk about this and I go, you know, for what it is, I mean, it's a good saw. I mean, for what it is, you know, because I'm worried. I don't want to outright recommend this to anybody, But at this point, it's a damn good little saw. If you're looking for something that, I don't know, you can do wood carving with, or just simply something that you can keep in the back of the truck, or anything like that. Great little saw. Parts are a dime a dozen, easy to find because they must have sold 1 million of these things. Power-wise, I swear, if it got beat, I'm going to be a little bit surprised. It feels faster than this. It feels torquier than this. So yeah, I'm done with making these little conservative statements and saying, oh well, you know, it is what it. No, it's a good saw. The handle feels janky, you know, it really does. But I've had the bar stuck in trees before and pulled pretty hard on it, and it's fine. It hasn't broken yet. But I will say it feels a little janky. But good saw. It's got a good filtration system on it too. It's not like a Wild Thing that's just got a piece of foam, you know. So, anyways, that's enough rambling, I suppose. I have yet to figure out what I'm going to do with this 4510. I was definitely considering that it would take the place of Peter Frampton there altogether. But I don't know, I really like Peter Frampton. But anyways, I mean, this is a good saw. It's just the way they've marketed it, they say that it is a professional saw, and it ain't the professional saw. The professional saw like this is going to be that 4310. And then maybe they'll stop calling this a professional saw. But for right now, it's the only thing they have in the United States in this CC range. And so they're going, oh, it's professional saw, guys. Professional. No, it ain't. But it is nice, and it's sexy as can be. My gosh, with that total bar on there. Ooh, so nice. It is a really, really good looking little saw. But anyways, I will do some modifications to it, whatever they are. Definitely going to do some stuff to the intake here, just because I can. And I'll probably do a muffler mod, even though it's pretty hollow. It doesn't need much of a muffler mod. I don't know that it would get much gains at all from a muffler mod, honestly. But and I might actually tear into it and port and polish it, but I'm not going to make any promises on that, because honestly, I don't know how long this is going to stay in my hands. Anyways, that's enough for the video. Check you later. That was some crazy crap right there, wasn't it, guys? So obviously at this point I have edited the video, and I know who won. I could not have guessed that. There's no chance in hell that I would have guessed that was going to happen. But you know, I mean, the Poulan is running a muffler mod. But if you have watched my initial thoughts and the teardown and a little bit of inspection of the 4510, you'll remember that I was amazed by the muffler, because the muffler was a complete empty can and almost a straight shot out the top of the muffler. It does have a screen that it has to go through, and there is a little bit of a turn, but that Poulan Pro muffler, the factory one, was so clogged up. It had a catalytic muffler on it, and those things are always so restricted because they want that thing to get so hot that it creates a secondary burn of any possibly unburnt fuels that are still in the exhaust. It wants to burn it before it releases it. So anyways,
to run that Poulan with a stock muffler, it would have been almost unfair because that Echo has a pretty open can on it stock. But anyways, regardless of whether or not the muffler mod is fair or not, I mean, if y'all think it wasn't fair, I don't fucking care. So I'm just saying, But that Poulan is considered a junk saw by so many people, and as soon as the fuel lines go bad on them, people just throw them in the dumpster. They don't want to do anything with it at all, and damn thing runs good. And yeah, if it's slightly unfair that it had a muffler mod, I don't care. So, but I thought even with the muffler mod, I thought for sure that Echo was going to pound it. Just tear it to pieces, just beat it bad. But you saw the video afterwards, and I won't go into that too much again. But I was like, yeah, I think the Poulan beat it by feel, and then clearly it did. So, anyways, yeah, that's absolutely shocking to me that little crappy Poulan 4620 beat it. And I gotta speak to this because I know there's going to be questions. Whenever I ran it, that Echo had not quite 2 fuel tanks through it. So will it get faster? I think so. I think it will, but I mean, shoot, that's going to put it on par with the Poulan. So, winner of the day, Peter Frampton, the little 4620 that was given to me because it was a piece of junk laying in somebody's garage and they didn't want it. And it's better than a brand new Echo aimed at the same market. So it's lighter weight too. Ooh. Starts easier too. It really does.